Out of Shinobi? Sacco. So, okay, cool. We're almost at the next trial. All right.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar and an authority on aetherite technology. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Arcean souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Have to go back there again? Oh,
Nice.
why do we come out here just pick them up? Go back inside. Why can't we do this? I thought we were going somewhere cool. That's why I was a little confused. Fucking bummer. Well, at least this dude's learning how to juggle. Really cool.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine is of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate a second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed.
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds...
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetheryte. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, if the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry...
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I see you later.
Huh? You left.
You're still there. You're still there. I see you. Fumiga's telling. Fumiga's telling. Fumiga's telling.
Oh, let me get some water. I'll be right back.
has to take a shit.
I'm back. Yep. You want to do the dungeon? Or the boss? Is it boss or dungeon? Yeah. Where are you?
I just took a fat shit. You ready to play some video games, man?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You can hear this dick, can't you?
Oh, so you can't hear me.
Yeah. Alright, so let's play this one. Alright, we're doing a dungeon.
Okay.
Alright, well, it's only us two. Well, it's actually 3 of us, actually.
Is this a boss or just a dungeon?
Trial. So,
Okay,
like...
try. So that's a boss. Yeah, look over there.
Like the long dick people.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
I got that Elsa.
Oh,
A
shit,
peace you would deny
Japanese
us
version.
out of ignorance and blind faith.
Big TT ice.
No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
You save ignorance and blind faith while closing your eyes.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Oh shit. Oh, sexy ice cream lady. Oh, she's sexy. She made a moody girl. Moody ice moody girl. Sexy ice lady.
Hair looks weird. Look at it. Almost fucking dead. Whoa, that guy died. Probably your range. Yeah, I think what happened was he was in the front of the.
Not maybe what happened. I'm not just kind of.
Oh, he's alive. Oh shit.
Yeah, you can res people, I think. Oh shit. Oh shit, this is snap. Oh shit, cool ass music. Oh, this is the killers, the first killers. Stay out of the blue circle.
Yeah. The orgasm? Gee. Leave.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, the face your character
Yeah,
makes.
it's just like,
Did someone change all the sound files?
So who changed all the sound files?
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable lot. Nevertheless, Valheim will be pleased.
Like talk.
How unfortunate.
Shows us how things will play out for in our favor. We predict everything. Even everything that's bad is actually good for us.
Yes.
Bitcoin goes up, that's good for us. Bitcoin goes down, well, guess what?
Also good
We
for
planned
us.
for it. So therefore, it's good for us
We
too.
always
We
parlay.
always come out on top because we know everything that's gonna happen before it happens. Oh.
I knew that wasn't going to happen, so that's the reason why I'm correct. Get fucked, noob.
Skybox kind of looks like a cheap, like, fucking VR chat Skybox.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Get fucked, designer. Fuck you.
Oh. Pill and Study World with Nier. Oh, I thought there's only that.
Here we go. What's up, Al? Right here.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say... Which reminds me, Lord Orchafon, if you would...
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is evident. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich?
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith?
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
An offer. Free teleport. Paid full in cash.
Yeah.
By your
There
bitch
you go.
ass
Just
friend.
gave you a handout. Give you a
Bitch
handout.
ass
There you go.
friend. Bitch ass friend.
Don't worry, man. How to help you out?
Bitch ass friend.
Yeah, I heard.
Bitch ass friend. Oh, I gotta go to track. Wait, what? What the fuck is that? Oh, that's the wrong place. Where am I? Oh, god damn it, I'm in the wrong fucking place.
What do you mean you're in the wrong place?
I think I'm in the wrong place. Eyes unclouded.
Do you teleport to a Revenant Toll?
No, I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh, that's weird. You have to check.
Portal,
Sometimes
I
you'll just go to a different place. Yeah.
I guess I gotta get a track.
I guess you jumped off my fucking ride pretty early.
Oh, shit, there's a Gen Z nigga outside, man. Your homie's outside. He's like trying to talk to you. Like, we've been trying to fucking message you over fucking guild chat. Hello?
Dude, they've invited so many people. I don't think they would see anything of me. Like,
Hey! Man, we've been trying to call you in for the meetings, man. We're trying to introduce you to the company, man. We threw a party for you. Where are you? Gen Z niggas rise up. Gen Z niggas rise up.
Words cannot Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. Iceheart used her own body as a...
Master Louisoix's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a...
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, Sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Here, Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded, it would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy we are well... Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard...
Lord Thunthor, Camp Blue Frog. I'm going to Camp Blue Frog. Blue Frog. Every camp. It's got all the blue frogs. Dungeon is this? What? Cool. Oh, that's a Praetorium. That's the, is that really the entrance to the Praetorium? What the fuck? Let me see.
Where are you at?
There's like a dungeon here. Oh, this is the entrance to the Praetorium. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Didn't even look like it. It's so weird.
What's that?
I gotta find a Chinese bitch.
Interesting.
fucking cutscene. I just want to get my item, man.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Yeah, we're almost at the first expansion, kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have like two more. We have one small section and then one big section to go.
Oh, okay.
West, yeah. But we're like beyond the halfway point. Oh yeah, we're way beyond that.
And this is still the like main game.
Well, this is basically we already beat the main base game. This set of quests that we're doing after we beat the Praetorium was just filler quests for people to do before the first expansion came out for this game. Because you know everyone beat the game and they had nothing to do, and the developers were like in anticipation for the expansion. They're like, yo, let's do like a prequel to the sequel, you know? So this is what happened. But these quests that we did, they're originally much longer. They were like infinitely much longer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like of all the changes, I think they did the most changes here. Like in this section, the section that we were doing, like after the Praetorium all the way to like now, like they made the most changes. That's why it's so dense with like cutscenes, because they removed a bunch of the bullshit that you had to do.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Al. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin. My thanks for coming, friend.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the vault. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that you will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests, and I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
How come this dude don't want to fuck tall fucking Amazon lady?
While you were afield, word arrived from the Charlian motherland.
He has some long ass leg, man. He's fucking to death. That's why he's scared. He's scared. He's like, fuck, I can't breathe, bitch. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Get off me.
Oh shit, son.
You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed...
Another cutscene? I gotta go, dude. Oh, fuck God.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind it.
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in...
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Voris Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one... By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or... Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison. And with that, I take my leave.
the new army's salute, where they do like the up yours with the fist up your ass.
All these years,
like,
I've
up
been
your
made to
ass.
dance to their tune.
Up your ass, my lord. Up yours too. Up yours too.
How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! Until you purge this land of your sickness, before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since you proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, but as you have informed us, the monetarists take note in the absence of a common cause.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambition. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must... For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, as the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Why can't I pick this class? Dungeon requirement. Valve members are enabled them. What? That's weird. I have to do like 50 dungeons to get to the next quest. Did you see that?
Hmm.
Hmm?
What do you say? Say that again?
You have to do like 3 dungeons. Before we get to the next quest. Did you see that?
No, I'm still in